Meritorious Monday. So let's see, can I get the Instagram people in here as well? Let's see. Happy Meritorious Monday. That's the type of Monday I'm making it. I love you too. All right, so we are here to do the Big Brother review. I am like, tomorrow I'm going to do a Twitter Tuesday where I just go through all things Twitter and just be talking about what's going on in Big Brother because there's so much happening. And I'm like, what all do you all have happening? What is going on, Big Brother? What are we doing? We're doing a lot. Hello. Hey, everybody on Instagram. I really want you guys to just come on over to YouTube and let's chat it up there. Let's get started because let's see. Because I want us to have a great conversation about the episode on yesterday. Like literally, I was gonna come on and do it yesterday, but I was having so much fun with one of my friends. So we did that little hangout. But I'm ready to get into it. This is season 24, BB 24, episode 2. And a lot has happened since they went into that house on Thursday. Can I say? A lot that wasn't really seemingly gameplay. You know, like I could have did with gameplay as opposed to what they had going on. So let's get into it. So, when it opened up for last night, I was just like, okay, I see it. Taylor is being targeted. I wanted to be able to see what's happening, because I'm not doing any live feeds. So I'm like interested. What the heck is going on? What are they talking about? So we all know that Daniel won HOH, right? We know he won HOH. So here it is. Daniel won HOH. We're trying to figure out, okay, this is always the episode where we want to know what went on, what's going on, who is he going to put on the block, right? Who's going to be evicted? That's the main situation on a Sunday. Really, that's how Big Brother's always gone, and we know that. So here it is. You have Pooch, Kyle, Monte, Joseph. They all just meet up in the bathroom. Now, let me tell y'all really what I thought was going to happen. Let me get some water. So what I really thought was going to happen, they meet up in the bathroom. I legit thought these dudes was going to form an alliance like right then and there. I was like, all right, we're going to go ahead and get into it. We're going to hit the first alliance. But no, they were just having a conversation. And Pooch was like, you know what? I didn't know any other way to do it. I don't know anybody. So they had to be the backstagers. I didn't know any other way to go. He's like, but it is bad that they're girls. Now, if y'all remember in my last review, I was like, oh, hold up. What we gonna do? We're gonna put all the girls up for the backstage. But then I was like, well, the first two, they did get eliminated first. So I got it. Like, I understand why those two were put up. So that kind of made sense. But one thing I didn't get was I was like, well, then the third, you could have put a dude up, right? So, but he didn't. So it is what it is. So no alliance was formed right then. So then Michael says in the diary room, not in the diary room. No, this is when This is when they were all in the circle. Y'all know this is what we always do in Big Brother is we all are in the circle. And what we do is, wait, hold on. Let me see. Okay, we can do that. So what always happens is you're sitting in a circle, and while you're in that circle, you are saying who you are, where you're from. Some people do the whole if you're single, like blah blah blah. So they did that. Some of them said they were single, some of them didn't. It could be editing. They all could have said it. I just don't know because it could have been editing. So Michael was like, "Yeah, I'm an escape room employee." Okay. Brittany told my no, this was when Brittany and Michael was talking. Brittany told Michael she was a toy tester. He was like, "How does that work? How does a toy tester work?" I'm thinking the same thing. Like, okay, girl, you a toy tester? Okay. So I just think she should have came up with something else because Michael's a defense attorney, and I still am like confused. Michael, he just looks. I don't know. He just doesn't look like he has that guy, type of vibe for me. Because anytime I think of a defense attorney, I always think, like they gotta come at you. They gotta be a bulldog. And he gives me more so not even Chihuahua, because that's like I don't know. Maybe a Maltipoo. He doesn't give me bulldog, Rockwaller. Like he'll just get in that courtroom and annihilate you. He doesn't really give me that. So I don't know. But be that as it may, Brittany was a toy tester. But she's really a clinical hypnosis or whatever. Something like that. Don't know. So then I was listening to them. Who else said they had a different job? Who else was it? No, what I like, well, Taylor, she just said, I'm a pageant. So I thought that I would get my tiara. I've had this, believe it or not, since I was crowned in high school. So I've had it forever. But I do have my Miss Congeniality. Let me see, can I find that? What did I do with it? I thought I had it right here. Okay, I don't have it. I'm gonna have to bring that to our time together because, or it might be over there, you guys. You guys can't see what I'm talking about. But so this is my tiara. Since you want to talk about Taylor. I won Miss Congeniality when I was going to I was in a pageant for Miss Georgia. But yeah, so literally trying to go become Miss Georgia. I won Miss Congeniality and that was cool, like whatever. But this is my tiara from high school, right? I was a princess. That's homecoming. So I get it, but Taylor told her truth. She was like, I was Miss Michigan. A month or so ago, I gave up that reign, and I'm now a stylist. Then diary room, we hear Paloma. Let me tell you something, sis. And when you come out the house, we can have a conversation. Drink me some water. Now, sis, it's giving jealousy, envy, hateration, not motivation or encouragement. You're just like, the pageant thing makes her look fake. It didn't give me that. I didn't get fake from Taylor. So you're like, Taylor, the pageantry Taylor looks fake. I didn't get that. I got from Taylor that she was going to try to play the game the best way she could play the game, right? And what I got from Paloma was that this is a gorgeous girl, and maybe when you are in the room, I don't know, like you're used to being that girl, and then you're not that girl because Taylor is. Because hands down, she probably is the prettiest in there. And that's part of casting. That's what they do. Like, but it was giving me hater. It was giving me envy. It was giving me jealousy. It was giving me high school. And that ain't got nothing to do with Big Brother, girl. What were you doing? I didn't understand. No wonder why people like they want to do a quick review with me to talk about the Taylor incident, the situations, and all of that. But I'm gonna do the whole Big Brother Twitter, and we're gonna do that on tomorrow. So Amira gave a different job. It was what? Amira, baby girl, you work at Google. Did you think? But that might have made her look a certain way. So I get it for her saying I'm just a writer, blah blah blah. So Turner said he's an artist. He was like, I do things like this rug and all of that. So they all were just telling what they do. Nicole told the truth. She was like, I'm a chef. And like they were like, yeah, you gonna be cooking. Like they all got excited because they're like, shoot, I'm gonna be able to eat. So everybody was happy that Nicole was a chef. Indy, she told that she was a corporate flight attendant. I'm like, okay, Indy telling the truth as well. Then you had her telling that she's going to school to become a sex coach. Okay. I think everybody was feeling that, sis, that she was saying that. They were like, oh, yeah. Then when people, what was Pooch like, that she need help with the coaching? Like when Indy said she was going to be a sex coach, everybody was like, yes, Indy, let it good. So I thought that was funny. But then in walks Pooch with the what? The t-shirts. You guys, I should have brought my t-shirt because I loved when you could get clothes from Big Brother, and I have everything. So I love that part of it. So them wearing the t-shirts and they're having to wear it all week. I'm like, yeah, that's cool. That's cool. But Brittany says with the backstage, what did she say? Because I wrote it down. Oh, she just really wasn't feeling it, because it messed her game up. Brittany was like, the backstage messed up my game. She had a specific way that she wanted to play. Now, well, Brittany, baby, what do they say? When you are in Big Brother and you totally think that you're going to play the game that you came to play, because that's what I thought, they always are going to tell you to expect the unexpected. So, baby girl, you couldn't play the game that you wanted to play. No. You got to play whatever the wind blows you to play. Because the wind blowed me to just hug everybody because I was just trying to figure out how to stay amongst these people. So expect the unexpected, baby. You came with a game. Girl, I had written out everything I was going to do, Brittany. I still got it written down. Like I was ready. I'd written out what my game was going to be when I hit Big Brother. Did I get to do it? No. Because it's totally different when you go in the house than watching the television. Totally different. So, Brittany, I'm sorry. You wanted to come in. You said you wanted to come in and it's mixing up your game. So now you got to figure something else out. Yes, girl, figure it out. Join the crowd. We all did the same thing. At one point, I said, look, let me just make it a jury. That's what I started telling myself. I was like, Jocasta. She was like, what? I was like, let's make it a jury. She was like, okay. I was like, we got this. So that's probably what you need to do. All right. In walks Daniel. He's like, house guests, come on in. Come to the living room. Guess what? Have or have nots. Woohoo! I was that and I lost so much weight. Mm-hmm. My abs were amazing. You know what? I should have put that picture up here. My after Big Brother picture. My abs were absolutely phenomenal. My thighs were phenomenal, like everything, because slop is stilled oats. So look, he's like, I don't really want to have to choose nobody, but I got to. But let me tell you about those men. Very smart and strategic. When they said, because nobody caught it but Paloma. Michael was like, I'll volunteer. I was like, wait a minute. You volunteering? Then Monty was like, yeah, I'll do it too. Then Joseph and then Kyle. So then he had his 4 people. So Daniel didn't have to say, hey, you, and you, and you're going to be have nots. So he didn't have to say anything, right? Now, the great thing about the backstagers is legit. They didn't even have to do it. They don't have to be have not. So that was a good thing. So I know it's bad because even though they don't know, but we know America's out here voting, who they don't want to be put up, but woo, big brother, expect the unexpected. So you have them, the four guys, they knew what they were doing. These are some shy looking at them. I believe they could be very big players in the Big Brother house, very strong players. So then they have to go look at the room. They go upstairs and it's a room full of freaking pool floaties. Like, how are we gonna now? Let me tell you the truth though. I legit was feeling that butterfly because I love butterflies. So I was like, yeah, I would have been like, I got the butterfly. But they had towels for blankets, like literally for what, for why? You thinking, why did I sign up now? Right? Why did I say I want to be a half not? Why did I say I got it? Why did I volunteer? This is when you be pissed that you volunteer, but you volunteer for the betterment of your game. So Joseph was like, man, what I do this for? Like, what was I thinking? Then they went to go try to slop. Let me tell y'all, I made slop pancakes. Okay. What else? I did a lot with the slop. I fried the slop. Like I did a lot with the slop because you don't have a choice. You got to do what you do. So have nots chosen. Well, in guess what? Danielle and Nicole get a chance to talk to each other. Here it is. First time we are, because some of you guys probably have the live feed, so you've seen alliances going and popping off. I don't really have that extra time, so I have the time to watch Big Brother just on CBS. I can't keep up with it during the day, unfortunately, but I do keep up with the Twitter. So here it is. They're in the HOH room. Daniel's like, oh man, hugging Nicole, like, I want to ride with you, I want to rock with you. Like, basically, Nicole, you're gonna be my girl, final two. I'm like, huh? Y'all been together for about 2 days. How are you talking about final two? But when you know, you know. So they feel a connection and they want to say final two. They want to form the alliance. Boom, we see this first alliance coming together. We see the Rogue Rats. So I was like, why is he talking about some rogue rats? But then he said eventually they're going to go rogue on everybody. And they're going to go from rogues to riches, the same as rags to riches. Okay. But if Nicole and Daniel's cool with their name, fine with me. Whoop, whoop, whoop. So the two of them, rogue rats, from rats to riches one day. So then, Paloma and Alyssa are in a room and they're bonding and they say final two. I'm like, what's some of these people that need final twos? Okay. So they're solidifying right off the bat. You're my final two. You guys don't even know how strong your social game is or your physical game is. You don't know how strong nothing is, but you and Alyssa, you and Paloma got final two. Okay. And they're the Scorpio sisters. So that's their alliance. And so they quickly form that and they seem like they are alike. Let me just say that. So, okay. So then this is what was funny to me. Here you got Alyssa and Paloma in the room. I can hear people talking outside the room. And Alyssa goes to walk out and she's like, and Paloma's like, I gotta go hide. They can't see us together. Girl, it don't even matter right now. Nobody's really thinking that at this point, right? They're just thinking somebody went in to change clothes or to put on something extra because it usually is freezing in the Big Brother house. So Paloma goes and ducks down beside the bed. Yeah, that's suspicious. Because if I would have walked around there and I'd have seen you on the side of the bed, I would have walked over and said, what the heck are you doing on the side of the bed, sis? Like, you look crazy. Like, what you doing? I was like, Paloma, get your butt up. All you had to do was lay on your bed. All she had to do was lay on her bed. I've done that plenty of times in a Big Brother house. Lay down and just lay. Nobody's gonna say anything. They'll be like, "You just resting?" You like, "Yeah, I'm gonna get up in a minute." That's all you do. This girl up here ducking up, like, girl, bye. Miss me with it. All right, so Scorpio sisters, that's our next alliance. So far we got rogue to what is it? Rogues to rats or rogue rats. Then Scorpio girls. But still, for what for why was Paloma ducking down? I don't know. Oh. So then they're all in the backyard, right? Having a pretty good time. You got a lot of them in the pool, some just laying out. You had who else? Oh, not Paloma. Taylor was shooting pool with the boys. And I thought that was dope. I was like, okay, shoot your pool with the boys. Okay. Wait a minute. I really do feel bad for Taylor. Paloma seems very. Oh, look at this. I really do feel bad for Taylor. Paloma seems it's obsessive. Yes. I also had, oh no, I got to read this. I also had very high hopes for Jasmine. Then she goes to bad talk Taylor with Paloma. They are very big haters. Yeah, that's not really gameplay. Like, ugh. Pooch and Kyle's white man alliance is also very plain, very every season. Add some spice to it. Wow, okay. And then, of course, those two target Taylor. Again, thank you, Hayoko. I'm not even going to try to attempt the last one, but thank you so much for adding to this conversation. And I totally agree with you. This, I felt bad for Taylor because here we go. We have Taylor, beauty queen Taylor, and you want to talk about her. I don't know. I don't even care if Taylor wouldn't have even shown her, if Taylor would not even put that out there, right? About being a beauty queen. She was still going to get hate. Does anybody understand that? Because I'm telling you, Taylor is absolutely probably, she might be the prettiest in there. Excuse me, that's good casting. So Taylor's trying to just fill out the guys, see what is this about? Like, how are they? What are they thinking? Trying to get in their head. I get it. Like, you gotta make your way around with everybody, and that's smart, Taylor. But Taylor also that's smart because Taylor could attach herself to these dudes and go far, just like my season when Victoria did it. Everybody forget Victoria was with Derek, right? And Cody. So no, what Taylor's doing ain't stupid. But I couldn't see her as, oh, she's up here trying to use her. Paloma says Taylor is using her beauty to lure a man. Baby girl. That's what that makes it look like, is that you don't feel like you have beauty to lure anybody. That's what it makes it look like. It makes it seem like you don't even value yourself. Paloma, when you say things like that, Taylor's using her beauty to lure men. Girl, it makes it seem like you thinking that you're ugly, that you don't have beauty to lure anything, like an animal or nothing. Don't do that, because that ain't gameplay. Like, I didn't get it, because I was like, that ain't gameplay. She wasn't luring them. What she was doing was being smart, going over there, interacting with them, because what we know is a lot of times in Big Brother, who are your winners? Dudes. So if at any point she can attach herself and get in and find out what they got going on, she can Victoria herself and maybe take a spot like Cody was in that spot. Maybe she could be the next Cody or the next Derek. Like, instead of riding that whole wave like Victoria did. You just never know. Let's see. It's also very sad. Taylor wanted an all-girl alliance. Then they go ahead and exclude her without hinting it towards her. Absolutely. And let me tell you something. She's going to start feeling that. I hate this for Taylor. Um, because I wish there was a Taylor during my season. Like Brittany got on the bandwagon. Me, Brittany, and Devin got on the bandwagon together at the last minute. But then that's when Devin was like, I should have always trusted you. I should have been working with you. Brittany was saying the same thing because I'm like, yeah, people are actually flocking to me because of the love that I was giving, the nurturing that I was giving, because I didn't know any other way to go. And Taylor is gonna I hate it because these girls are just turning on her, and it's like she ain't gonna really be able to control that. You know what I mean? She's going to have to align herself with the fellas and make it do what it do, baby. Because this is when legit what we know for a fact when it comes to Big Brother, this is the whole she at her point, Taylor expected unexpected. You might have expected to be with the girls, but you're gonna have to align yourself with the boys. I've always had a bunch of male friends because of chicks being like this. And for what? For why? For what? For why, Paloma, would you just come after Taylor? For what? For why? What you need to do is dominate the entire house and pluck them dudes off one by one. But you can never do that. This is why the girls can never do it, because there's always one doing this mess right here: the jealousy, the envious, the wannabes like another female, instead of empowering and pushing up and encouraging this whole female dynamic. She's coming after the female. You can't have an all girl alliance because you're being catty. For what? For why? I'm gonna ask Jocasta, for what? For why? Girl, I don't know, stupid. Oh, Jocasta said that's just stupid. Clearly. So then after Paloma says that, I love it. They're in the game, they're in the room, and Amira. Is this when Amira's in there? Yeah. So this is when they're all in the room and they're having a conversation. And she's pretty much digging a hole with the girls about Taylor. This is Paloma. Okay. So here you got Paloma trying to dig that little hole. Wait, let me see. What did you say? Also, this episode I hate so. I hate how much screen time they gave Paloma and Jasmine back. So, yeah, but that's Big Brother. Because people like drama, so that's kind of why they do that, because it adds to the season. They did the same thing with Zach, so I get it. But yeah, that's how producers roll. I know you hate that. That's how producers roll. It gives entertainment to the actual show. So she's digging a hole about Taylor, but I think Taylor's just being smart. I don't know what you all think. Please leave your comments when this will still be up. Remember to like, subscribe, and make those comments, but hit that notification button so we can be together this entire season of Big Brother. Do not forget, okay? Because Mama J ain't playing. So although we know Taylor is a pageant girl, because I brought my pageantry here. The Girls Alliance is what they're trying to form. They're hating on Taylor, focusing on putting all that hate on Taylor, focusing on that. Paloma was really trying to get that room stirred up. Like she had a little witch's brew. I need a witch hat, honey, so I could stir the brew like Paloma was stirring the brew with Jasmine. Like, that witch's brew. That's what they were stirring so that they could get it going. So then the Girls Alliance was just Amira, Brittany, Paloma, Alyssa, Jasmine, and Indy. Okay. So Paloma has tried her darndest to make Taylor the threat. So everybody sees Taylor as a threat, right? So I'm like, Paloma, for what? For why? Who hurt you, baby girl? Was it a girl that was as beautiful as Taylor when you was in school, and she treated you wrong? Who hurt you, baby? Because that's what it's giving me. It ain't giving me Big Brother play. It's giving me hurt. Okay. So whatever it is. here you go. America is going to vote for three of your little people in your Girls Alliance. You got Alyssa, Brittany, and Paloma, you yourself. So, girl, watch yourself. Watch yourself. So then you have Alyssa, Amira, and Kyle. They're discussing pretty much places to go. This was hilarious. So Alyssa says, I really want to visit Newark one day. And I'm like, say what? Say what? Huh? She said, I really want to visit Newark one day. That's where I want to visit. And they're trying to figure out, what do you mean? What's Newark? You mean New Jersey? She's like, no, the country. You mean New Jersey? No, the country. So we're like, I'm sitting there on my couch like, what is Alyssa talking about? And Amira says, Newark is in New Jersey. Then Amira says, you mean Denmark? And then Alyssa said, oh, yeah, Denmark, the country. I'm like, girl, bye. Alyssa, what? You mixed up Newark and Denmark? That was hilarious. That was giving me good TV. So thank you, girl, for that good TV. Because sis, Denmark and Newark, you tried to say they sound alike, and I get where you're going with it, but no, ma'am, no, girl. Let's not go there with it, because they don't. All right, so Amira. She goes to talk to Daniel. Amira's got to play this game, baby. Amira's got to let y'all know. She's up there talking to Daniel, and she says, did you think about the guys who volunteered to be have-nots? Daniel's like, which way did he go, George? That's kind of how Daniel's face was, because, see, brother, you didn't think that through. You're a super fan, but you didn't see that coming. So she's like, yeah, like literally they just volunteered because then they felt like that would give them that push, right? That where you wouldn't nominate them because they volunteered to be have-nots. He's like, what? I didn't even think about that. But I loved the way Amira got in his head. That's the first little bit of a manipulation that she was doing. However, he didn't catch the boys going in that have-nots and volunteering. Guess what else he didn't catch? He didn't catch when Amira said, yeah, let's get out all the good competitors. That's what she said. Because they all chose have-nots just so that they committed. And that was the first part of manipulation that I saw when those dudes chose that. I was like, all right, they playing a game. Good job. But Amira told on herself. What she told on the Girls Alliance. Did y'all catch this? Let me give y'all the tea. So, y'all ready for the tea? Hold on. Because I'm about to give it to you. You ready? While I'm manifesting my dream. So, what Amira did was she was telling him, these are the fierce competitors. You know, you probably should put them up. That's right. She was sticking with the boys. She was helping the girls. But let me tell you, Daniel, if he replays this conversation, because he can, because you got so much time in that freaking Big Brother house that you don't have nothing to read. You don't have nothing to do. You're not watching TV. You're not going over your phone. Where guess what you will do? You will replay conversations over in your head. And I'm going to tell you, this is when he's going to figure something out. Amira, you better hope that he ain't that smart, that he might just be but not a super fan, just a super. All right. So she said, I will back you up on putting them up. I'll have all the girls to do that too. I can get all the girls to back you up too. So really, if Daniel paid attention, he would know that that means that all the girls are working together. What were you thinking? What were you thinking, Amira, when you just put it out there right there? Now, Amira, you did a great job by getting him to see this have-not situation. But you talk too much. See, you got to be quiet at times, Amira. You can't just go all out with it. You got to be quiet. You say just enough to get to where you want to go, and then you should have shut up. Because he didn't need to know that you could get the girls. He didn't need to know that. All he needed to hear was what you had to add. So let's see. What are you saying in the comments? Let's go to the comments. If Taylor goes home this week, I'll have to root for Brittany. And when Brittany goes, I'm probably not watching the season because a white man is probably going to win again. What? Daniel's very timid, and his timidness and overthinking is what's going to get him sent home sooner or later. He's going to be paranoid. Yeah, he's giving me Frenchie vibes, and I love you, Frenchie, but he's giving me Frenchie vibes. So I understand what you're saying. Please remember to like, subscribe, comment, and not only that, let me hit this one. Please do not forget to subscribe, like, share. Go share my video as much as you possibly can. Tell him Mama J is ready to play. So let's get into it. Michael planned to win HOH his first week, right? It didn't work that way. He was like, wait, he had everything planned out. Y'all know he had his book. Michael was ready. Michael had been studying. However, Michael said he's gonna do more listening than talking. Kind of what Amira should have did after she said, look, these are what the boys did. And she should have shut up. Should just listen. Michael seems very sneaky and real nervous to me, though. But he said that, and he better start doing that because, brother, he can see you. Paloma and Jasmine start speaking on grief. I love that, though. I like that because Jasmine's dad just passed away. So for her to have somebody in the house, I was feeling that conversation. I was with that. I was for them in that conversation because Jasmine's dad died of cancer. And then Paloma was saying she had just lost her grandma. So I was like, oh, I love them connecting. So I love that conversation. That was very heartfelt. Now let's go to Michael and Daniel with the game talk. Daniel, Michael, here's the thing. You were talking to Daniel and everything. But Daniel is peeping game because this super fan is recognizing you as a super fan too. So he's peeping game. He's seeing what's popping. He knows. And this is when expect the unexpected goes to the house and not just when Julie says it. So I'm sitting there like, Daniel. Daniel says, I know Michael's a super fan. Guess how Daniel knew? Because Daniel says that the first person to walk in the house never wins the game. Michael went, opened the door, held it open so everybody else could go in. But what you didn't see is as Michael was walking in, Michael was like, so Michael, Daniel has peeped you out. And he probably wants you gone because he wants to be the only one that's truly the super fan in that house. Probably. So then he's peeped him out. He knows that's a super fan. What we got to do is got to get him out. So next thing, I like they had the conversation. It was Kyle, Joseph, all of them just talking about religion. And I really loved their conversation. And I love that Joseph was like, his stepmom's Christian, but he grew up Muslim. And he really doesn't feel like there's representation in Big Brother for people that look like him. And I get it. And so I thought that was a great conversation that he's coming there to be that Arab, that big presentation, that representation, within the house. So I was like, okay, good job. Now, Jasmine, let's get to Jasmine and Terrance quickly. What they said. They had a little game talk going on, right? They conversed. Terrance said, I think I'm low on the totem pole. Like, Terrance, you are. Terrance, you like the Jocasta of that season. You're going to have to figure your way. Nobody's really trying to align with you. Why? I don't know. Maybe because you are older, but you got to tap into them and make up some songs for your karaoke because you can't sing real songs because they're going to come over the intercom. Make some stuff up. Do a play karaoke night. Get them involved. Hype them up. You're going to have to do your social game all the way up. That's what Terrance is going to have to do. But Terrance was like, well, all the married people need to stick together. That ain't going to work. That's not gonna work. Jasmine already is like, I don't want to do that. And married people sticking together, I don't think that's gonna work. So she's not trying to blend with you. She just, it's not gonna work. Find something else. And what you should be trying to do is attach yourself to Nicole and Daniel, and that might get you a good few weeks, Terrence. Good few weeks. All right. So Paloma says she's the best person to speak with Daniel because he can't give me anything. I can't give him anything. But now, baby girl, you can promise him some stuff for later on in the season. You guys can, make a little bit of a promise, but she swears. So I wonder who is Paloma going to throw under the bus? I don't know. Taylor. Who else? Who else has she been throwing under the bus but Taylor? For what? For why? She's just throwing Taylor under the bus over and over and over again. She's like, I would do Taylor. She's like, and then Daniel goes, well, she hasn't done any gameplay with me. And Paloma's like, this is my skepticism against her, because she's just with the guys. She's just not really with everyone. I'm like, speak it, girl. Now you talking game. Now you kind of honing in on one person, and I can kind of sort of get with her. She was just being a really good manipulator at that moment. So I was like, I was okay with her. What about y'all? Were y'all okay with her at that moment? At that moment, I could see her. She was playing the game. Okay. I saw gameplay. But it's when I don't see gameplay, when I'm just like, I ain't feeling it. I ain't feeling it at all. So I did see gameplay in that instance when, when she had that popping off. Okay. I saw gameplay, so I was okay with it. But other than that, yeah, y'all. So guess what came up next? Anybody know what came up next? I'm about to let it go. All right. So up next was the nominations. The nominations were up next. And I didn't. What did you guys think that was going to go up? That's what I want to know. Who did you think? Who did you think was going on the block? I'm curious. Anybody sharing? Who did you think was going to go on the block? Because I thought Taylor would have. Okay, let's see. What did you say? At that moment, I knew. Okay. Daniel was such a wild card. I couldn't think. Yeah. I was like, who's going on the block? I'm like, who would it be? Because I couldn't tell who he was going towards. So, because I guess a certain people were given, certain things, but I don't know. I didn't know. So what we found out was that the first person to be nominated for season Big Brother 24 episode 2, who was the first person to be nominated? None other than Terrance Higgins. So first person nominated, Terrance Higgins. Okay. So then we had to keep going with the nominations, right? So who was the next person nominated? Let's see. Let's thumb through. Who? None other than Michael. Michael was the next person to be nominated. Michael, in a way, I felt you being nominated in my spirit. I could feel you kind of being nominated because that boy didn't want to be the only super fan in that house, either the only one that he could see. Because what he acknowledged, what he had noticed if you guys recall, he noticed that during the second four house guests, Alyssa, Daniel, Taylor, and Michael. Michael opened that door and he let Alyssa, he let Daniel, and he let Taylor head on in as he was a gentleman holding that door open because he didn't want to be a part of the I'm not going to make it. So Daniel wants to solidify it for him so that he doesn't go in at all and he doesn't get it. So those were our nominees for the first eviction, right? So our first house guest to be nominated for eviction, right? Were first he put up Terrance and then Michael. So Michael and Terrance are our first house guests to be nominated for eviction. Go figure. Terrance is supposed to be a pawn, but we all know pawns can go home. Daniel used his little speech was the two have not spoken much game to me, so blah blah blah. But of course he wasn't gonna be like, you Michael are a super fan and you got to go. Like he wasn't gonna do that. Okay. And he wasn't gonna go, Terrance is my pawn, because then that blows up his game. So he's not gonna do that. But Michael says that he doesn't think he's gonna go home. Basically, he's just gonna fight. DJ Showtime, which is Terrance, he's like, I'm gonna have to get in here and show them a party, show them good. That's what I was saying, Terrance, you got to come through. And seeing these two guys on the block, made Paloma happy. Why, guys? Why did it make her happy? Because they have that all girls alliance, and so they're rooting for that to come together. So I have enjoyed just reviewing this last. Tomorrow I'm going to do a Twitter review. I am, because I cannot wait to go through the Twitter nation to talk about all the crap that's going on in the house. So that's what I'm going to do tomorrow. Let me see what Hayoko said before we get out of here. I'm kind of happy Kyle walked in first due to the first to walk in curse. I love it. The first to walk in curse. Yes. And Michael, he tried to get himself out of that, but we shall see. The first to walk in won't be the last to walk out. Trust and believe. But yeah, I love that. That's like my favorite. Your comment. Terrance, I wasn't shocked. He didn't really talk game, but for Michael, I knew it was going to happen, but I also did. Yeah, I'm with you on that. Well, look, let's see each other again on Wednesday. Tell a friend, tell everybody to come on and let's chat it up, talk it up. Let's get our conversation going. If it's not Wednesday, definitely will be on Thursday. I cannot wait to see y'all again. Of course, it's at Jocasta_Odom on IG. And it's your girl, Mama J from Big Brother 16. I can't wait to see everybody again. Join me every time Big Brother is on, because I'm going to be reviewing it, because I don't have that anxiety anymore from it. I'm good. I shall see you guys later. Wait, let's see. I love your big lies. Thank you. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like and share. Share. Thank you so much. And thank you for watching. Make sure you get everybody on here. We got to make this happen, Captain. See you later. Wait, maybe we should leave with a little music. I need to add some Big Brother like music, but we're gonna do some. See you later.